So the results are in. We spent $100 and we've actually made. What's up guys? In this particular video, I'm gonna go ahead and try to take $100 and make sales on my store, only utilizing one specific traffic platform, following a very specific strategy. So the first part of our plan that we're gonna be doing is smashing the like button right now to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. That would mean a lot for me, and it'll also show me that you want more videos like this.
What do you say?
Please. So the very first thing that we're gonna be doing, aside from smashing the like button, is we're going to use this site right over here, and we're going to set up influencer campaigns. And essentially, that's gonna be our plan in a nutshell. Now, the store was pre-built ahead of time for this video. Some of you already know the store, and others might be reintroduced to this particular store. But what I will say is that if you just take a look right over here, we're actually, and let me just be very honest with you, I am currently blacklisted from Shopify. They don't like some of the stores that I run because I override their checkout. But right over here, you can just see your payments are on hold. The moment I enter my social security and all of that, they kind of flag me. But regardless, I'm still allowed to accept payments. And because of that, I'm gonna be running the case study on the Browflex. Now, it's a one product store, and I'm gonna be editing this. I'm gonna edit the price. I'm gonna edit pretty much the description. I'm gonna be adding gifts. I'm gonna be adding more benefits. Now, what I'm gonna tell you right now is one of the best strategies to use when it comes to a product that's more so vanity based. You wanna go ahead and really drive home the benefits rather than the features, because individuals don't care about the features as much as what the product can actually do for them and what they gain by using the product. So let's go ahead and let's edit this store, and let me show you exactly what I'm gonna be adding on, and let me just walk you through all of this. So what I decided to do was go ahead and add GIFs via a YouTube video that I chopped up in Adobe Premiere, and then I used Giphy, and then I added it to the product description. And then I edited the price from $11.95 to $14.95. And then I edited the entire description as well to really focus on the actual benefits of the product. Lastly, I edited the checkout text color to black rather than red, so it doesn't draw attention away from them going through the checkout process. And then I added an extra shipping rate that is kind of like a profit maximizer, where it's just quote unquote expedited shipping, and they're the first ones that I put in queue for actually ordering the product. And what I could have done was I could have gone ahead and added in more upsells, but for the purpose of this case study, I just want to go ahead and use one single product to see if we can break even or make money. But if I did add upsells, I have a feeling that I would make profit, just because this product is very, very, very vanity driven. So that's exactly what I did with the store, rather than boring you for 30 minutes of me doing all this. Just a quick little switch up before I go ahead and continue with the rest of this case study. I decided to use Click Upsell. And the reason why I decided to use it is because I want to maximize how much money I'm able to make. Now with Click Upsell, my whole thing that I created is pretty simple. I went out there and created a bundle offer. So I gave 10 of the eyebrow pencils for, I think it's $39.99 is what I put it at. But if you were to buy 10 single-handedly one by one, it would be around $150. And 10 of them costs me roughly $12 or so. So I'm able to make profit of around 20 something dollars, or roughly like $28 or so. So I added OCU in there, and the coolest part is that it didn't cost me anything because there's a 30-day free trial. So it doesn't take out any of the $100 that we have to spend on creating a store. So when you're creating a store, I definitely suggest going ahead and using Click Upsell, because it can make you a lot of money, a lot of extra money. And the best part is all somebody has to do is click the order button after they already placed their initial order through your checkout, and it'll automatically charge their credit card because Shopify already has their information, which allows you to go ahead and automatically make more money because they don't have to go through the checkout process again. So now that our site is created, I went ahead and went over to proecomvids.com, and I decided to use ProEcomVids because I've tested a lot of different providers when it comes down to e-commerce videos. Now, I've used places like Fiverr and other well-known ones that other YouTubers promote, but what I've realized is that ProEcomVids is definitely the best. I've had the highest conversions and the most sales using ProEcomVids. So here's the actual video that I went ahead and, for the record, I got 2 created, but I'm gonna show you one for time-saving purposes. Now, what I did was I got the split test package so I can split test against each other. So if I want to go ahead and run this on Facebook, I can actually go ahead and see which one is the highest converter and then run that on Facebook. But then again, I would still split test on Facebook because you never know. Now, speaking of Facebook, one of the reasons why I won't be running this on Facebook again is because the product cost itself is too low. So you don't ever want to promote a product that's under around $25 or $30 on Facebook, given the fact that you need, room to go ahead and consider the CPP, the cost per purchase. So if you're going out there and promoting something like I did, which is $11, $14, or $15, you have to assume the average cost per purchase is roughly $10 for a product like that. And the average cost for actually fulfilling this product is around $2. And then we have to account for the transaction fees and how much that is. And it's, you're left over with maybe $1 profit. Sometimes you're even in the loss if you go ahead and have a higher cost per purchase, which in the beginning of the learning phase of a brand new product and a brand new campaign, that's what you can expect. You can expect higher cost per purchases. So that's one of the reasons why I'm also optimizing specifically for influencers, and I'll make a different case study with a different product that we go ahead and we use Facebook ads for, where I can charge more of a premium price. Now, the next part of the phase is to actually find influencers. And what I decided to do was utilize my virtual assistant, and I told him, go out there and please find beauty influencers and beauty niche pages and compile 100 of them so I can go ahead and contact them. And this is exactly what he did. So if I click the IG beauty niche, he'll go ahead and there we go. He compiled the username, the followers, and the link of the actual profiles that I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start contacting. Now, this is gonna be an absolutely boring process, so just bear with me as I go ahead and contact all of these influencers. So I spent the majority of last night going and contacting a lot of influencers to schedule posts for this morning. So if you just take a look, I contacted a lot of different beauty pages, and then I decided to go ahead and do something a little bit different, and I decided to go and contact DIY pages, so do-it-yourself type of pages. Now, I decided to contact DIY pages given the fact that I've used them before to have incredible results. So what I did was I actually went ahead and contacted and got a reply back from right over here. You can see Sacy, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm not even gonna try. Now, I did something a little bit different here. I decided to go ahead and target a page that has predominantly international followers because I wanted that, kind of mix in there. Now, for the record, I went ahead and paid $30 for this particular story for a swipe up. So if you just take a look, 6-hour special, buy one, get one free on Browflex. Obviously, we're running Browflex. It's on this page. And here's something that I want to tell you right now, is that the 6-hour special has actually been something that we've been testing that has worked extremely well, putting urgency on the posts. The other influencer that I went ahead and contacted was DIY Amazing DIY that has 3 million followers. And if we take a look, we have Browflex ad right over here as well, and we're running it to 3 million individuals. Now, how I got in contact with these pages was I went ahead and I used Kick and Telegram. And so I used Kick right over here, And so you can see that I just reached out to a lot of these influencers. I actually didn't even get a reply from majority of them, but, or actually I didn't get a reply from any of them. But I got a reply on Telegram for these pages, Vines.fashion, 1 Minute Fashions, all of those. I brokered a deal for DIY Amazing DIY for $70. And that's a story post, actually overpaid by $5. But we spent $100 already. And so the results are actually in because they posted roughly 1 hour and 46 minutes ago. So if we take a look right over here, we actually have a single sale for $57.89. And I called this by saying, add in Zipify one-click upsell, because the initial sale was $14, but we were able to squeeze out an extra $39.99 by having that one-click upsell. And right now we have 1 visitor on the site, maybe international, maybe not. So yeah, international right over here. So we've had a grand total of 53 visitors thus far. We've had 1 order, which is a phenomenal conversion rate, and we're already halfway there revenue-wise to what we've actually been spending. In my opinion, we might hit $120 to $200 in sales by the time this is all done. So with that being said, let's wait throughout the day and see exactly what happens at the end of the day. So our results are finally in. So just to let you know, on the DIY Amazing page with 3 million followers, we have about an hour or so left on this post. And on the other page, we have about 1 hour, less than 1 hour left on this particular post as well. So what are the results? What actually happened? Well, check this out. We ended up getting 4 orders for $117.67. Now that doesn't even include the last hour that we have for both of these posts, and it was a 6-hour special that we were doing. Now, even though it was 4 orders, one of the orders, somebody used the one-click upsell and took the $39.99 offer that we had. So this case study is an absolute success, and it could have been even bigger if I wasn't lazy and actually just did some more research on a different product. I used a saturated product that many people have seen before, and I overpriced it as well. I could have made even more money if I did proper research for a different product. So now let's run through the ad spend, the cost of goods, and the total profit that we made. Now, before I run over the numbers, you'll notice that it's pretty dark out now, and I decided to wait many hours to go ahead and see if we can push out more sales. And the reason I decided to do that was because I was operating at 1.03% in the green. Now, 1% on $100 doesn't sound too good. However, what recently just happened, and I just came back and had to record this, is we just made another sale for $17.90. And the craziest part is now this brings me up to closer to 16% ROI on my initial $100. So let's go through everything right now. So let's get to the numbers that everybody wants to know. So as we know, we paid $100 for both of these Instagram shoutouts. But not only that, our cost of goods was roughly $18.20, bringing us up to a total of $118.20 in our total cost before our actual revenue. Now on Shopify, we were able to gross $135.57, leaving us with a total profit of $17.37. So with that being said, we went ahead and spent $100 to make back $17 in profit, leading us to roughly 17.37% ROI on our money. So basically we made 17% on the $100 that we put in, which is $17 into the bank. Now I'm really excited that this case study went as smooth as it possibly could. Could we have made more money? Absolutely, if we use other influencers and other pages. However, I wanted to prove that you can actually make money just with $100 to your name. It's not that difficult. The other thing that I will say is that you could easily go out there and make even more money using a less saturated product that has more of a wow effect, and it's a little bit harder to find in stores. So again, the product potential is infinite that you can use when it comes down to influencers. If you want to see more case studies like this, smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, and not only that, make sure you're part of the notification squad as well. My name is Dan Da Silva. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you soon.